guys, welcome to Mark Shrimp Tanks. I hope you liked my new intro. I'm not sure I'm going to use it on all my videos, but I think I will use it on my once a month video just because I like it. Basically what we're going to do today is I have quite a few bits and pieces of equipment you're going to see. But before we get started I want to do something different because I'm going to start to do giveaways, and this is all thanks to you guys. Without your guys' help, without your views, etc., I simply wouldn't be able to do giveaways. So basically this is what it's going to be. This month you will have the chance of winning a packet of biozyme. This is fantastic food for your shrimp, and especially for baby shrimp. It increases your survival rates dramatically. I've also picked this size of package so that I can send items like this to anybody in the world. It will probably mostly always be a package of food like this that I'm going to give away, but once a month I'm going to do a giveaway. And to win, all you have to do is leave a comment in the comment section below, and feel free to knock yourself out. If you want to leave more than one comment, do that, because the way it's going to work is at the end of the month I'm going to use a random comment selector and it will pick a winner. Now it doesn't know if you've left one comment or 12 comments, so good luck to anybody that enters that kind of competition. Leave me your comments. Then we're going to get on to today's update. Right, so it's November. I've done quite a few things. You see I have a new tank here. I'm actually halfway through cycling this tank. I may as well just talk about it right now actually. I'm halfway through cycling this tank. Within probably a week or two it's going to be ready for shrimp, and you can see the whole reasoning behind doing cycling. Look at all that lovely algae and biofilm. I don't know if I'm going to be able to capture it on the inside here. Maybe just. You see it? It's absolutely covered in algae and biofilm. On the back wall there, you won't be able to see this, but it's covered in little cyclops. So probably in about 2 or 3 weeks you will see the video for this where I've set it up completely. I'm going to name it How to Set Up a Tank for Crystal Red Shrimp, but it will be for any Caridina species. I might even put blue bolts in here because I have a fancy for blue bolts right now, so breathe, Mark. Oh. Breathe, here we go. So what's happened over here? Just the same tanks as normal. Up here I have something different though. I have a new air system. This is a Helia V60. And what is interesting about this is my old Helia pump was only 18 watts. This is much more powerful. And this one puts out 3 times more air. Now what is very interesting is, even though it says it puts out 3 times more air, the old one simply wasn't putting out 1/3 of the air. And what I mean by that is, the old one struggled like, I'm not going to kid you on it, struggled like mad to provide oxygen for half of these tanks. Now this one here is providing oxygen for all these. There's at least 2 or 3 filters in each section. All the way down here, and I even have it over here as well. So, and I have lots of oxygen to spare, lots of air to spare as well. I've even put more air in here for my aging process. Even though I use RO water, I still like to do this where you let it move and get some air into it, get some warmth into it. All my plants that were outside, I had some Nepenthes outside. There's a coffee plant here, there's some kind of palm plant here. A lot of these have been outside. This one was outside as well. It's over here. I have more Nepenthes. A lot of these were outside and they've been brought in simply because it's winter now. Another kind of fern up there that was outside. But let's get onto the tanks because I know that is why you're really here. Colour tank is looking fantastic. It also has a new sponge filter. I'm just going to do what I normally do, guys, and go to the bottom tanks first. Okay. Memo to oneself: when I'm building my new rack, don't ever put the tanks this low because it's a real pain in the ass for me. Okay, so onto the shrimp. I've added this like temporary biological filter. I'm just, I like to, I like to test things and do DIY stuff. I'm just trying to see how effective something like this is going to be. It should be pretty decently effective. Onto the shrimp themselves. They've had another major cull this month, but I'm still not happy with them still. I think I'm going to remove everything that is not A grade and above, because there is a few of them that look kind of still nasty in here. Actually, you know what, I'm probably going to move everything that's not S grade and above. That'll be anything that has the Hinamura sign in the back, like this little fella here. Anything that's below him I will remove. So that will mean half of these, like ones like this here, that A grade there, it will come out. Onto this tank, this Crystal Black tank, this has been super culled. I'm happy with the culling in this tank now. Most of them are S grade and above. Struggling to focus. I only have about 20 shrimp in here now. Same thing again with the filter. You can see more of them in the back there. So I'm hard culling my shrimp right now because I have let them get a little bit low, you know, in their gradings. These ones are doing absolutely fantastic in here, as you can see. I also have just Java moss in here. It's one of the few tanks where I have just Java moss and not Savasatan. Let's go with Taiwan bees, shall we? Turn this light off like I always do. So my Taiwan bees are doing absolutely fantastic. They've grown up a little bit since you last saw them. It's amazing how much shrimp grow in a month. Aren't they looking wonderful? I counted 50 of them in here today, so that was the ones I could see. There's probably a lot of them in the subwasser tank. Look how big this plant is growing as well. It looks like I need to split it a little bit. So these are all getting towards the size where they're becoming of the breeding kind of size. Look at them all over here. Aren't they gorgeous? Aren't they gorgeous? Look at that one there. Yeah, so they're doing great. What's happened in the tank? I've actually put some ADA Amazonia powder in here. That has come from that cycle tank, the one that's cycling right now. I put in probably about a litre and a half or something in here, just because my tank was, this one was failing with the pH a little bit. Until I have my new rack built, I simply don't have places to put my shrimp, so this is going to have to do just now until I figure something out. This one's holding a piece of food. I think it's a buried female actually. Oh, the pothos has been re-added, and I've made sure this time that the root system is, a lot of the plant is out of the water this time. Basically the last time I had more or less all the plant in the water and it rotted, so it's actually growing quite well now. I have one over here in that corner as well. What else? I've added soaching oxidators. And the more you understand about water chemistry, the more you can see how something like this will benefit a shrimp tank, because basically what this is in a nutshell is hydrogen peroxide doser. It doses tiny amounts of hydrogen peroxide in that little white basin part there, and it oxidates the water basically, cleaning it essentially. I'm going to go into my King Kongs, pandas, blue bolts. And so in here there's not as many as there is in the other tank. There's probably about maybe 30, 40 at most in here. I really love these blue bolts. That one at the back is really dark blue. See it? Isn't it gorgeous? All relaxing, chilling. So this month I've been concentrating on water quality. You can tell by the amount of filtration I'm trying to put into the tanks. Just on a side note, I want to show you something as well. I have a high door canister filter here that sprung a leak last month on one of these joints. That's why it's in the bucket right now. I've actually fixed it by replacing these two valves here. Because normally these are blue for this size of high door filter. I think this is a high door 10. No leaks, so it's job done. Here we're going to go at the top. Not much has really changed up here. Well, I'm saying not much has changed. I've removed the bricks, I've removed a lot of the plants. I'm concentrating, as I just said, more and more on filtration. I have bags of Purigen in the tank. I actually have them in the filters as well. These are just extra bags that I have lying around. And they're actually going, starting to go a little bit brown, so as long as they are near a water, some water movement, they actually work just as well. I don't know really what to say about this. It's actually a prototype. I actually think it's going to work out pretty well. I'm trying to do a way where, you know, instead of having two separate filters like this, I optimize one to the point where, like, if you look at this for example, look at all that wasted energy that's going up here. If I could fit something on here, put a jar above it with some media, like I've done here, I'm getting more filtration for the same amount of energy, so that's what I'm doing. This is Biohome Ultimate from a guy called Pond Guru. Probably a lot of you are already subscribed to him. I bought some of this of them to try. See the difference in the biofilm in this one compared to this one. This one has been set up like a week more. Same again with the pothos. This one's actually growing quite nicely, so that is doing its job. So this one's not doing so great though, it's not really grown much. I don't think it gets enough light up here. Down into the bottom part here, this is a little like quarantine bowl basically. I have wisteria water sprouted in here. And basically what this is for is, this is in vitro where it comes in agar. And so this has never been in a tank or an aquarium. It's been grown inside like a test tube or a jar or something, and I'm checking it for parasites and things like snails and stuff, and so far, I mean, it's been in here for more than a week and there's nothing at all, so I'm just going to switch this light on. Cold Cup is doing fantastic. I've taken a lot of the pothos off here for the other plants. Look at these lovely jugs on that Nepenthes. They're wonderful. I've added sponge filters to nearly every plant I have. Anubis is flowering. I just spotted a really nice cherry shrimp there. It's really dark. You see it? It's about there. If it come up a little bit closer. Now, so in here I have an awful lot of crystals now because I've been culling other plants so much. This one is just more or less full. That's looking good, huh? Ready for the cherry time? This one, it just gets better and better looking. The water is super clear. I think I'm going to turn the big light off just so you can see this in a little bit better effect. Alright, so let's do this a little. Let's talk about what I've done to this month. Basically, in a nutshell, I've improved the filtration, and it actually really shows in the clarity of the water how clear that looks. The shrimp are breeding like mad. I'm actually going to have to put these online, some of these online, because there's so many of them in here. They're absolutely everywhere. There's lots of buried shrimp, there's lots of saddled shrimp. Some of them are absolutely gorgeous. Look at the size of that female there, which is buried as well. I improved the filtration quite a bit on this by removing the filter media that I had on the bottom here, putting a sponge in, and then I double coated the sponge in this polywool here, so it's like it's to go through 2 or 3 layers before it comes out here, and you can see the effect it's had on the sponge. And the polywool, it's getting quite dark. This is after 1 week, so that is working quite well. I love that ripple effect in here. And then of course you know about this tank already that I've just talked about. Generally the plan here is to eventually do away with all this stuff here, this whole rack. I'm going to build a new rack which will probably hold, if I do my calculations properly, 9 tanks this size turned around on their end like so. The only problem I have with this is actual space. because you can see I have the cowl tab on one side, all this here, and I think I'm something like 20 centimeters, like not long enough. I basically just don't have space, because look at the side of this fridge door, and then look at the door. I can't move that any further this way. I have nowhere else to put this. The only idea I can think of is to move my cowl tub, and I really don't want to do that either, because this will be super heavy. So let me know what you think in the comment section below about this month's video. I'm going to try my hardest to do it at the start of every month, because I think I get better views, etc. when I do the videos properly at the start of the month and name them properly. So this will be November's update. I hope you liked the show today, guys. Love you all. I wish you all the luck in the world in this little competition. Please remember to leave as many comments as you like. Subscribe if you haven't already, and please like my video, okay? I'll catch you in the next one. Thank you, guys. Bye.